Hello everyone, I'm Philip Duncan. We've got a lot of weather going on at the moment. We've got a big high which is making things fairly quiet, but as soon as that departs this weekend we've got windy weather coming through. We've got subtropical, above normal weather temperature wise for the next few days. Next Monday, Tuesday it goes the other way with a sub-Antarctic change, dropping temperatures by as much as 10, 11, 12 degrees in the South Island and 4 or 5 or 6 degrees for the North Island. Then later next week, another big high rolls in, and behind it, this time we're getting maybe a subtropical low. So there is a lot going on. We'll try and cover as much as we can. First of all, the animated wind map for today shows the high firmly in control, and with clear skies and light winds, many of us woke up to a fairly cool morning this morning, especially around the north of the North Island, which was colder than average. However, Wednesday afternoon is leaning warmer than average. The areas in red, 4 to 8 degrees warmer than average for this time of the year. Meanwhile, the yellow and gold areas, they're still 2 to 4 degrees above normal. So certainly a warm Wednesday in many places. Only around sort of East Cape, Gisborne and Northern Hawke's Bay are you normal, average, not above or below. However, tonight you'll be below normal in those areas. In fact, several degrees below normal in the dark blue places inland. Similar story inland around Nelson, although most of that'll be up in the hills. But as you can see, just sort of at a glance, most places are either average or leaning below normal, except down here. And that is the beginning of this new warm change, this new subtropical wind. So Thursday, much of eastern New Zealand, including the areas that are a little cooler for Wednesday, all of them are leaning above average, several degrees above average. Most regions in the country, certainly all main centres, are going to be warmer than average on Thursday. So let's take a look and see why. Here is Thursday's setup. The high scooting a little bit further northwards now, and that allows a subtropical wind to come down and reach places like Fiordland, Southland and Otago before reaching northern areas like Northland and Auckland and Coromandel. So that warmer wind starts down in the South Island. That's why you're seeing those temperatures lifting up faster than you are seeing in the North Island. Once we get to Friday, the high is still in control of the North Island. The winds are starting to pick up, still coming out of the subtropics for the South Island and beginning to get out of the subtropics for parts of the North Island now. So it gets even warmer as we go through Friday. There could be some fog patches and morning cloud under the centre of that high. Elsewhere, it will be too windy. And you can see the developing low or storm, however you want to call it. Certainly there's a lot of severe weather risks around Tasmania and southeastern Australia, both wind and rain, and some very big seas. Wave heights here could be well over 10 metres as you go through Saturday. Now into the New Zealand area on Sunday, while they're getting the winter blast arriving in Hobart, Tasmania, we've got the warm subtropical winds over the North Island and warm nor'westers with rain developing on the west coast for the South Island. So it is a fairly warm Saturday as we look at this map here, certainly above normal in a number of places in the north and the east, probably about normal on the west coast with the thick heavy rain clouds moving up for you. Now to Sunday, and there's a burst of morning rain or showers. It might just be showers. Haven't quite locked in that for the upper North Island drought zones, but it'll be a warm period of wet weather as it comes through. Then after it, maybe some sunny spells into Sunday afternoon and warm nor'westers. Now you've got nor'westers and westerlies still blowing in the South Island on Sunday, but it is worth noting the origins. So we sort of assume nor'westers are lovely and warm, but when you track the origins, it only goes out a couple of hundred kilometres or a few hundred kilometres, and then you turn and it's coming out of the Southern Ocean. It's really a Southern Ocean southerly coming up, turning around. So you're going to feel those temperatures slowly dropping over Sunday as that southerly gets closer. It's not just one big cold front that does it. Now to Monday, and this is when the cold weather really spreads up across the country. Monday and Tuesday look to be the two coldest days. So in comes the cold weather. It arrives in the upper North Island by the end of Monday, and it moves up the South Island across Monday. There could still be some fairly dry weather around the Marlborough Sounds and up around parts of Hawke's Bay and Gisborne, but you will get some spits spilling over. And our final map is for Tuesday, and that shows this cold day across the country still. Showery, especially on the western and southern sides. Eastern areas of the North Island and northeastern areas probably fairly sunny and not too bad. The temperatures only drop a few degrees in those very northern areas, whereas the south will be 10 degrees below where you are at the moment. So a much cooler change. Now, before I go, I mentioned 2 other weather features, a big high. Well, there it is. It's coming in around about 1 week from now, next sort of Wednesday night, Thursday, in comes that next high. And there are some modelings, some computer modelings that is, that are suggesting that we might be getting a subtropical low after that high. It's too far out to lock in, but it just shows you the pattern we're in at the moment, where it's warm 1 week, cold the next. Welcome to classic autumn. We'll see you tomorrow.